Want to see something cool? Over Thanksgiving, a cantankerous crotch goblin bopped the button on the shithouse door and locked himself inside. This is the kind of thing that happens when you keep orgasms as pets. Now I'll allow it was hilarious watching Grandma yelling bellowed instructions below the holocore to someone who wasn't keen on leaving the scene of the shit show in the first place. Nobody had the doorknob grenade pin to let themselves in, so I step up and decided to just scare the shit out of the impromptu assembled audience. Because boring normal people live in their cozy little white bread reality where shit like this fucking thing just doesn't exist. This is a traveler hook, though depending on where you live and the high-functioning lowlifes you're hanging out with, you may also hear it called a Shrum tool. But to me, that always sounded like a slang term for a micropeen. Originally designed for picking and guiding fibers in a textile mill, it also works the night shift lifting latches as a second story man. So please allow me a moment to help improve your quotient as a menace to polite society. Because you can get one of these right now at Red Team Tools or Covert Instruments for about $5 or $6, and they make almost as great a stocking stuffer as my book. Yes, I wrote a book. Yes, it's as filthy as you think it is. Links to all those in the description and a pinned comment, of course, because I'm here to corrupt, or help you. Now, most interior doors in a residential environment won't even have a dead latch, but let's just cover it for completeness. Ever notice that little extra piece in front of the latch on your door? That's called a dead latch, and just like my sister told you, it's not supposed to go in that hole. It actually defeats the entire system if it falls in. This is the latch. It goes in the hole. This is the dead latch. It's only supposed to touch the frame. But if your lock isn't properly installed or your door fitment is about as tight as a bad Dragon beta tester, then let me show you on the wall where to touch this. Slip the shaft in the gap and spin the pin into the crevasse here on the face of the slope, where it drops into the socket. With a spin and a wiggle, you can jiggle the latch back into the door, and once it crosses the shear line, the door opens. With a flick of the wrist, the feral minge spawn semen demon was once again rampaging their way across the house. And I made a mental note to get them bongos and a screwdriver for their birthday. It's about as easy to learn as opening a double barrel slingshot with one hand. You can do this, and that's pretty cool.